Hi there, my name is Kat. I'm one of the counsellors at SARSAS and I wanted to talk to you about being in lockdown. This is something that started back in March of this year, quite suddenly, and it's something we're just coming out of now as a nation, but I know people in different areas have been enduring some form of lockdown or another throughout this whole period, and we're still about to enter into an unknown period up until about the spring, when hopefully immunisation has taken hold and it will be safe to go out and do what we need to do. So the reason I wanted to talk about this is I just want to start at the top by saying if you're finding this hard, it's because it still is. We might be used to what's going on and we might have adapted certain things to do, but it doesn't mean that it's easy to suddenly have the things that you did and take for granted, like human contact and be able to make plans, just thrown out the window. The way that I like to think of it is quite a few years ago, I broke my ankle. And when it happened, it was suddenly very quick and I suddenly couldn't use my leg and everything suddenly changed and I found it very, very difficult to cope with. Anyway, I recovered, but a few years later I had to have another operation. Now this time I could prepare, I knew what it was going to be like, and so I used all the tips and tricks which would keep my physical and mental health together, and they kind of helped, but still I was recovering from a broken ankle and it sucked, it really sucked, and this is what's happening with us now. We're used to it, we've worked out some adaptations, we've got masks everywhere, we've got sanitizer, we've worked out ways of seeing people either through Zoom and videos or other bits and pieces, but it just doesn't erase the fact that this is not how we'd normally choose to live our lives. And we're coming to Christmas, which can be a really emotive subject for a lot of people, especially survivors that we work with. If you're being triggered already by the idea of lockdown, masks, not being able to escape, not knowing the future, being stuck with family, especially if any of them are unsafe, now we're coming to a point where we decide whether or not we see them at the end of this month, over the Christmas period. And I can't make it any better. I wish I could. But what I do want to impart to you is to be kind to yourself. And if you find that you're spending a day where it's hard to get out of bed, get dressed, do anything productive, don't worry. You're still in a pandemic. It's okay to still find this really, really, really hard. If you find yourself triggered, as I've mentioned in other videos, do your grounding. Feet flat on the floor. Remind yourself you're in your body. Remind yourself that it is 2020, and although that is not a particularly good year, it is the present and you are safe and well. Utilise safe sounds, safe smells, and anything else that makes you feel good, experiment it, use it. This is just about getting through. This is all anyone has to do. You just need to get through now. And what's really going to help is compassion, especially for yourselves. Lastly, I want to remind you of the services that SARSAS has. If you're finding it tough, we've got a helpline, we've got a live chat facility, and we have email as well as all the other services we have. Check out the website, have a look what we've got on offer, use it. That's what we're here for. I really wish you all well for the future. You just need to get through it. Take care.